I'm Ariana Grindr.
And I am Autumn Moon.
And welcome to Glamazon Prime.
Your delivery is 69 stops away.
I like my package at the back door.
Coming to you loud and proud from the very first station of the very first place. How are you? My name is Peter Phelan. And how are you, Phelan? Are we going?
Yeah. I didn't want to interrupt. Do you want to take the lead on this one?
Bonjour, je m'appelle Autumn Queen.
Je m'appelle Ariana Grindr.
And you're watching
Glamazon Prime. Very, very genuine. Nice, we're back.
Genuine.
On the pod, on the videos, in your ears, in your eyes.
Coming at you loud, live, and in colour, in
we're
4D.
sticking it wherever we can. Oh my god, we're live in 11 colour. Try and fucking stop us every now person.
Look at all these beautiful boobies. They never got to see these beautiful boobies
and
before.
Titties. And if you're listening and you're not watching, you're missing out because we look bleeding gorgeous.
Just imagine Pamela Anderson.
You can watch us on YouTube. You can probably watch us in...
You can find us in your dreams, in your nightmares.
All right, Nosferatu.
Bounce on it.
You are brilliant in Nosferatu. Do you know that I robbed her? Do you know that I robbed her joke and used it against you? So basically, all Moon has been calling me Nosferatu for like the last few days. That's real business. I did enjoy it though.
I rebuke you, demon. I rebuke you in the name of the Lord.
So,
did you see Nosferatu?
I did. I watched it. It was a cook film.
Cooking around.
And I love that you have me in a cook chair for this podcast.
Cooking around. Move out of my way. I'm sitting right here and I'm watching you. Cooking around though.
Cooking around.
Hi listeners. Call in. Do you like to cook?
It's your own business.
Do you ever go to a cookout?
I'd love to. That's my own business. Cheers, my dear.
Cheers, darling. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, everyone. Happy whatever day it is today.
I rebuke you in the name of the cook.
And come here to me. So, obviously, cooking.
Okay.
Cooks, people who might know, because there might be innocent people here. Okay. So, cooking is not when, like, someone has, it's like they consent to an affair and they watch you have sex with their partner, basically.
Yeah, more or less. It's people who have the proclivity. Yeah. As for people's, sexual proclivities, may 1,000 blossoms bloom. But in the meantime, I'm not going to talk about that because every 3 months in northern Queensland, someone gets ripped apart by a crocodile.
That's nice. No, what is that? Sorry, I'm just baiting you around.
The viewers will know. The viewers know who I'm doing.
The lore. What's the lore? It's a TV one.
It's Aussie lore. Aussie lore realness.
Oh, listen.
No, this real, people talk, he was from the country, right? Like, obviously, the in Australia, right? So, and he was real, fucking yeah, right? But people thought because of his, people thought it was my ass.
Something.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I heard.
It's the crocodiles.
I heard. Whispers of a name.
Whispers in the moonlight.
Look at what you were saying.
Okay.
Outback.
Yeah, but they wanted to take down this guy, I think he was like standing for, he was a politician of sorts. And because he was like a fucking from the outback. And somebody asked him about, what about holding space for high gay? Somebody asked him a very trigger lead question because they assumed how he was going to answer, and they were like, click, click, click. But he goes, as for people's sexual proclivities, may 1,000 blossoms bloom, as far as I'm concerned. But I'm not going to. He was there to talk about fucking crocodile attacks in Queensland. Gotcha. But he gave this really like flowery, lovely, liberal answer. And then he just went, the fucking crocodiles. I've gone London. Okay, well, not London. But he was like, and the crocodile attacks in Queensland. That
Crocodiles on D.
She's Amish. She's never been on the internet. Now, I'm sure the viewers will know that video.
Did I tell you I was in the Amish country? Did I tell you that? I went on this in Temple College.
That explains the beard.
Okay, I've been in drag since 6 o'clock today. What time? It's 4 a.m.
Mary, I'm literally sitting here with a full beard. Now, it is lace. I glue this down every time I get in drag. I can't grow a beard.
I'm so tired. I didn't even notice you actually have a beard. So, yeah, I've been in drag for nearly 12 hours. 10 hours.
Oh, my God. Smells like it.
Well, listen, that's the over this. But, yeah. It's like the Thriller music video. My beard is starting to come out. I'm going to be werewolf.
It's close to me.
But yeah, in Temple College, 5th year, they brought us to New York for us.
Oh.
And then
Didn't bring us anywhere.
yeah, we got that was the 5th year trip we went on.
You were the end of the Celtic Tiger.
I think we ruined it.
We got the Recessione. Okay.
Yeah.
Love. Work.
And they also brought us to the Amish country and Pennsylvania. It was called Intercourse
Almost
Village.
heaven. Pennsylvania. That's not the lyrics, but.
Oh, well, that's not the wrong business. There was 4 weddings on that day, and they're all playing tennis.
4 weddings and a funeral.
And the fucking rest of my career.
For your girlfriend's pussy, because you ate it up, girl.
She's just she's on fire.
Sure she is, mate.
Oh, we lost the microphone. Where the oh, there it is. Yeah, so we were in the Amish country. We're in Pennsylvania, Amish country. Intercourse Village was the name of the town. There was 4 weddings on, 4 weddings and a funeral.
Intercourse Village.
That was the name of it. Intercourse Village. Big. Oh my god, that hurts. Oh, Moon, you saw that. You got it. There's video evidence.
She paid a lot for them frontline plugs. I shouldn't have plucked that like
you
that.
Know what I mean? I got them done. I got them hair.
I have to say, it grew lovely.
Thank you. She's after reefing the hair out of my head for the people who can't see what we're doing right now.
It's very soft.
Yeah, nice. Speaking of hair plugs, can we talk? Did we talk about the Harry Styles hair transplant lore?
I think you'd mentioned it, but I wasn't clued in.
I think he went and got a hair transplant because he disappeared for a very long time, and now he's after reappearing, and the hair's looking good.
Yeah, well then that happened.
She disappeared, and this is like one of the most photographed people. Like, do you know what I mean? Out and about.
Yeah, and I think God loved them and all. God love everybody. I love everyone. Well, I don't love everyone, but the hair transplant people, my heart goes out to them because a lot of them are all now against the fucking gay and the LGB, Harry, darling, let 1,000 blossoms bloom. But then they will go and get gender affirming care and not be cognizant of the fact that's what they're doing. Mary, that's what you're doing. You're yeah.
They don't even know.
It's great.
They don't even know.
You don't even know.
They don't even know what they don't know.
Imagine some mad like fucking Republican or bleeding far right find this pot. They'd be like,
very much.
First of all, why do I have a boner? Second of all, I don't approve.
I will say as well, I'm very aware of the fact that I started 2 stories and finished. I started 12 stories and finished 2. I feel like I started many, many stories on this pod already today, and I haven't finished a single one of them.
You did, yeah.
No, my sister said that to me the other day. She was like, that's like a sign of like the tism.
Dementia. All right. Oh. We've talked about dementia a lot on this podcast. I'm sorry, girls. They won't remember.
It was cute. So, come here to me. We're going to do a segment.
A new segment.
I love a segment. It's called The Tits Are in Bits. Nice. So, basically, if it's nice, it's the tits. And if it's not the bits, the peanut gallery tags. Lauren Friend.
Shout out to Lauren Friend of the Peanut Gallery pod.
Thank you. So, I'm going to give you a name.
Okay.
Of a celebratoire.
Celebritina.
And you are going to say whether that celebrity is the tits or in bits. These girls aren't working on the phone, so I don't have to know to swipe them.
That's loud.
That's me own business. It's so funny. Not so much now, but when I used to draw the little dot at the end of my nose, all the customers in the bar or club wherever I'm working used to try to smear it off because they thought it was cocaine. And obviously I've spent a long time on my makeup, but don't lose my makeup. And they thought they were happening.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to smear my nose. So that's why I stopped doing my makeup like that. Well, not the only reason, one of the reasons why I'm trying to make my makeup more Ariana Grande.
It's beautiful.
You know what?
It doesn't even look like you're on coke, although you still do that weird little Hitler mustache of white right there. Can you see? Look straight at the camera, please.
It's white highlight.
Zoom in.
It's white highlight to bring like you bring the light forward and you bring the dark back. But I will say, this is not take a drink every time I mention my fucking one woman show that's coming out this September, hopefully in Dublin Fringe and eventually touring the world. But I say one of the opening things I'm talking about myself and why I'm named after Ariana Grande. Mm-hmm. You haven't seen The Substance, so you might find this funny. I said, I'm Ariana Grande when she starts taking the substance but doesn't respect the balance.
Well, I know that if you take the substance, then you have your flop era.
Yeah, but you have to respect the balance.
Hangover.
You have to do both. Because if you don't respect the balance, you'll start disintegrating, and by the end, you're like a blob on the ground.
So you're blob form.
Yeah, this is the very much so.
Oh no, I do get that joke. Weirdly enough, I do get that joke.
It's funny. Usually when people get jokes, they laugh.
It might be cruel to laugh. Do you know what I mean?
Peanut gallery. Would you mind unlocking your phone again? Sorry, look.
Right. So were you going to ask me if you're looking at the phone? Are you asking me how to play people?
Oh yeah, maybe. Oh no, sorry. She doesn't have my phone. I'll do it. Sorry. Anyway, come here to me. Right. So I'm gonna say celebrity.
Wait, we haven't done one yet. For fuck's sake. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry.
I'll do celebrity. I'll call it a celebrity, and you tell me the tits or bits. Zendaya.
The tits.
The tits. And why is she the tits?
Because she's in there, bitch. She's swinging around. She's no, that's not the song, but she's in that movie.
She's in that
She's
film.
swinging around.
And the pink unit is gorgeous.
She's dooning around. What you doing? Not much. Sam on,
and
babes.
she's riding Tom Holland.
Well, he's in bits.
Oh, he's alright.
I'm only messing. I don't know, man.
I let him shoot his webs all over me.
Peter Parker. Peter Parker, whatever you want.
Peter Parkinson's. Your hands are shaking.
Jackson Pollock.
Oh, yeah. Can we unlock your phone, please? Jesus Christ.
The technical savvy.
Can't get the help these days. Thanks, love. We don't know. I'd give a Zendaya the tits. Right. Timothée Chalamet.
In bits.
Why?
In more bits in a box of Lego.
No, I'm saying he's the tits because I like his name, Timothée Chalamet. And I love that he kind of originated the celebrity lookalike competition.
Well, I will say about him is he's one of the proclivitors of Rap Boyfriend. Hot Rap. What we talked about, Hot Rodent Boyfriend, yeah.
Boy Summer or whatever it was.
Do you know what? I thought he was kill, and then I watched a little tiny shred of the Wonka movie.
Oh, really?
In bits.
It's chocolate.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't even fucking sweet enough. But I will say, I do like Miss Dune.
I haven't seen Dune.
She eats. What you doing?
What are you
doing? Spare time.
No,
she eats in Miss Dune. But now she's doing the new is a Bob Dylan biopic.
Oh, I haven't seen. I don't know.
No, that was not Bob Dylan.
That was very Elvis.
Because I was going to talk about the Elvis biopic and my brain just went there.
I still haven't seen that either. I haven't seen anything. I'm a terrible actor.
I'm doing this a lot.
I wanted my cut.
The Bob Dylan biopic. Mm-hmm. I watched the ad, so obviously I have a full grasp of the depth and breadth of this film. In the cinema before, Better Man. But I just thought, he sounds like he's doing a voice. The way actors can do a voice, and it sounds like, it's really Ronnie Drew here now. I'm not doing any voices. Wildly optimistic. But actors who do a voice and are like, it sounds like you're on SNL and you're doing an impression.
Yeah.
So that turned me off. But it could be a good movie. But
that's its own business.
I will never know. I will never know.
Right, so it's a hung jury on that one. I think he's the tits. Do you think he's a bits? Hung jury?
He's probably nice as a person.
I hope he's a hung jury, but that's his own business. And he's going out one of the Jenners.
Oh, in bits. Okay, now in bits.com /
Beyonce.
The tits?
Yeah, the tits. I got a ticket to go see Beyonce in London.
Is this your tour time?
Second time.
Yes, mama.
Tickets were very expensive. I just got a regular standing ticket, and it was like 280 quid or something like that.
I can see her halo.
I fucking want to see her halo for that price. Now the tour didn't sell out, and that's obviously not denigrating if that's the word. Her talent scale.
No, but when you do such big venues,
she's doing massive venues.
Yeah.
She's doing a lot of.
There's a lot more tickets to sell, Mary.
The
yeah,
tickets are really expensive. Some of them are like $7,000 and $8,000 and something mad, mad money.
Those not selling. It's not like because people don't want to see Beyonce, but a lot of people just economically will be cut out of the bracket.
Some venues will have like stand-in, Gold Circle or whatever, but she has this like the such and such pit, like the Renaissance pit, the such and such pit, and it's like thousands of pounds for a ticket. And we're in a cost and living crisis. The cost he lives, and listen, that's her own business, and it's a woman's prerogative to charge whatever she wants. But
you'd have to be crazy in love with Beyonce
to pay all that. Very much, but I paid like 280 something quid for.
I haven't seen her, but I would go. I'd love to see her.
I saw her.
I wouldn't pay crazy monies, but
but to be fair, I got a Gold Circle standing ticket, and it was probably less than what I paid for regular standing, and she was very good. Now this was back when I was drinking. I remember I kept getting pints of prosecco. I sound like I'm an alcoholic when I said back when I was drinking. I promise I'm not, and there's nothing wrong with that, even if you are. But I was getting pints of prosecco and standing there and vibing, and went by myself, had a fucking ball.
Yeah,
great concert. From what I remember.
She said, say my name, say my name.
No one is around you.
Say, baby, I love you. Oh, say me now, find me now.
This is going to be, I'll be watching for your answer to this one. Taylor Swift.
In bits. In flat out bits. I never met the girl. I would never say anything bad against her. I never met her. What I will say is this. To me, to my own ear, to thine own ear be true. To me, she sounds like boiled white rice and boiled chicken. She's not giving me the ooh-ah-ah sensation. She's not giving me the... Now, to me, I'm just like, I'm not surprised you're successful. I'm surprised you're this successful. And I am only a flop sitting here who's not as successful as her. So my opinion means very little, except to me. Then it means a lot. But Miss Taylor's not for me. Now, Liz Taylor. You want to talk about Taylors? No. She's not for me, but to everybody else who does enjoy her, because despite me not being into her, she's such a part of my fucking life, like by my not choosing. So everybody who is into her, I'm happy for them, and I'm delighted that you love it, because it's not hanging out on my gig.
Can I say my piece?
No.
And thank you for listening to our podcast.
No, go on.
I think we should bring back silence women, because I don't think we should be platforming your dangerous narratives.
Okay, so
Taylor
count
Swift.
me. Tell me from your own heart why you love her.
So I love Taylor Swift. I love the community of her concerts. You
No,
go,
her, miss her.
oh well,
her.
I'm just going by all of it.
Her.
So I like her songs.
Mm-hmm.
I like the whole idea of her reclaiming the narrative of not being able to like buy her masters or whatever. So she's re-recording them all.
Love it.
Kind of slating. And
Love that.
I kind of got into Taylor Swift later
in life.
But like later than. But like her first album, I always like knew who she was or whatever, but I wasn't a massive big fan. But kind of got into her during a time where she was re-recording the album. So
and then you gained the weight, and you were a massive big fan.
I was a massive big fan then, and then we took the door frame down, and I could fit into the room.
Taylor came and ripped that front wall out of the house, and you,
then I got the gastric
rolled
band.
your own way into Panty Bar, and you've never looked back
gastric
since.
Band Taylor's version, very much. Thank you. And yeah, I just love, and because she's re-recording the songs with like her now more mature voice and mature sound and all the rest.
Yeah.
I just like it, and I like going to the concerts and the bands and like the whole like community and like loving her, and she's like beautiful gowns.
Aretha got it right when she said beautiful gowns.
I just think she's a really talented singer.
The only thing I'll point out is you described a lot of peripheral stuff surrounding her and her artistry.
I get that.
So to me, it sounds like
fake fan.
We have a fake fan moment. Roll the clips. Now I'm only messing people, but you love things what you love.
Yeah.
And as me nanny say, you love things what you love.
This is it, and like
and that's genuine for your own nice way.
It is. And I do like her songwriting, and I like her voice and stuff. And like she has a million fucking songs. I don't know all of her songs. I'm not saying I'm the biggest fan in the world, but I love her. I just think she's great.
Shake it off.
And I'm saying that though, she is a billionaire, and there are no ethical billionaires.
Okay, we talked about billionaires in this channel.
I know, but I'm just saying that. And then she brought out a documentary on Netflix talking about how she kind of came for Trump. She was never she used to edge the Republicans. They didn't know if she was like on the left, on the right, Republican, Democrat. They didn't know.
Because she was like, I'm the all-American girl.
Very much.
And I'm a big country.
Because her people didn't want her coming out either way, one way or the other, because it would like alienate half her fan base. And it's basically.
Well, there was something that she wasn't very Taylor Swift on.
Well, that's not the
what political leanings
but
she
then,
had.
Obviously, with the first round of Trumpism was coming around, she was like, you know what, I can't stay silent anymore. And then there's a Netflix documentary called, it's like Miss Americana. It's all about this, and she's having an argument with her dad and her team, being like, no, I'm going to come out and I want to be on the right side of history. He's anti-gay, anti-woman, blah, blah, blah. Grant, thank you so much for doing this. And she said, I'm never going to not use my platform for good ever again. And then all of a sudden, when the whole Gaza thing, the genocide in Gaza happened, silent as a church mouse. You just brought out a documentary saying how you'll never be silent about the atrocities in the world ever again. And now this has happened. And not a peep disappointed me as a fan, as a person, as anyone. Me and my 5 followers was out here every 5 minutes wearing a fucking Palestine
because
dress.
Somebody is well known and well renowned and well regarded because of their talent in one sphere, are they obligated to make commentary on political and world events? Because just because they have a following doesn't mean they're clued in, informed, or wise about it.
Very much.
So I think, like, Beyonce doesn't comment on anything, because we're talking about where she popped into my head.
Yeah.
Do you have to comment on everything just because you're well known? I get the thing of use your voice, but what if your voice has no merit behind it because you actually yourself don't know?
But then maybe you will go and educate yourself. Mm-hmm. It is flaunting her privilege by not going to educate yourself. All the information's out there for everyone to get.
She should do the course we did.
Very much. The privilege course.
The privilege, Tina.
The Wyatt privilege course. Please welcome to the stage, Wyatt privilege.
But can you imagine the ontological shock, right? You are this all-American girl. Just countries and apple pies and, oh my God, all-American girl.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, because of the change of governments, you basically have to flip your entire identity because it's disparate to like who you are as a person, where your music comes from, and who your fan base is. So you have to like flip that because the all-American girl thing has a completely different meaning than it did, you know, when Obama was president or when somebody else was president. It's a completely different thing now because it's been, you know, taken over by the mad Trumps and this and that and the other.
I just think like she has the same information that we have, and I just feel like if I had that influence and I saw there was a genocide going on in the world, I would do anything I could to even just be like, you know what, this is kind of shy. Is there anything we can do to like use my influence to sway? Do you know what I mean? Sway history. Or
Well,
like,
maybe you're just a more empathetic person than her. Maybe she doesn't have that level of empathy.
Well, listen, and this is the whole thing about idol worship. Like, you should be
don't meet your heroes.
But like, and I'm sure she's probably a lovely girl, and I still am a fan of her music and I whatever. But at the same time, it does give me that insight to be like, don't be worshipping these fucking millionaires, these people. Like, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy their music, enjoy their art, enjoy that. Then that's all it is.
And then it's the whole thing of separating the art from the artist.
Very much. Come here, sweetie.
Was this meant to be a fun?
Here's me.
Do we have nobody else? Is there nobody? I'm going to ask you. You asked me one or two there now, but no. I have my own list in my head. Okay, the tits are in bits. Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
The tits, he's a ride. I always fancied him. And years ago, I used to always play the wrestling video games with my brother John, friend of the pod.
Sure, you did.
And listen, that's our own business. We used to play SmackDown Just Bring It on the PS2, and I used to always pick the Rock. And because I do the Rock bottom, and then I'd do the People's Elbow, and I'd always win. And there was just a way, if you press the buttons in time, I would just keep doing the People's Elbow till I could pin it. My brother used to fuck because I'd always win.
The tits are in bits. Stephen Fry.
I don't know much about him. He reads books, doesn't he?
Okay, well, I would say Stephen Fry is the tits, but you don't know, so these are your questions. Okay, the tits are in bits. John Benet Ramsey.
In bits.
Self-explanatory. The tits are in bits.
Well, that's terrible. I don't want to say she's a child. I'm not going to say she's the tits. And, you know, that's really bad. She probably is in bits.
That's what I thought your joke was.
Oh, sorry. We can get the last bit out of the way. I'm really funny.
Note to the editor. Cut John Benet.
Note to the editor.
Okay. The tits are in bits. Okay.
I'll split and splutter it over here.
Okay. The tits are in bits. No, I was going to say something. I was like, that's kind of going to a whole different conversation. Right? I wanted. Okay. Let me see. The tits are in bits. Celebrity. Hi, celebrities.
We do have a list.
Okay.
If you want to consult the list.
I don't need a list, mate. The tits are in bits. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is in bits.
Yeah. Can we have a round of applause for Tom Cruise in bits?
Like, I get it. He's like an iconic Hollywood actor.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like when I just think of Scientologist jumping up and down, like, I love Katie Holmes, and then you're just like, you're a Scientologist.
It's giving
humiliation
mental.
kink.
It's giving
humiliation kink is what it's given, in my opinion.
We're never gonna make it in Hollywood because we're on the wrong side.
Oh my God, we're on the wrong side of history.
Okay, the tits are in bits. Chaz Bono.
Yeah.
But the tits are in bits?
The tits.
Well, not anymore, but I agree.
Oh.
Quasimodo. The tits are in bits.
The tits, I like that movie, and the music's brilliant.
Mm. Probably extra tit.
Yeah, on his back.
And
one on his eye. He was very like in nice way. The tits are in bits.
I'm like, this is the male that it is. Okay,
I'm liking it. Let's do it again.
I'm trying to think of something that's a bit. Oh, you ready? The tits are in bits. Samantha Mumba.
The tits, man. What was it she said?
No, did we ever? Because I'm bringing her up because did we ever land? Where did we come down on the Samantha Mumbles? And what is his name? Declan
No,
Bourke.
what's Donald Skehan and the breastfeeder?
Yeah, did we ever come down?
Oh, well, I said, when do you ever come down for that? But what was it she was saying? She said they could slowly choke on a bag of aubergine emojis. But I forgot that aspect. It was slowly choke. It wasn't just choke.
Oh,
She wanted them to slowly choke.
humiliation fetish kink, Tina.
Very much. But and then seemingly then I heard your man Donald Skehan shared a recipe for making aubergines. I just thought it was kind of funny.
Well, it's nice to know that they have a sense of humour about them.
What I mean.
Do you have any predictions about? Oh, sorry, that's the end of that segment. Oh, the tits are a bit share.
The tits. Oh,
the tits, mom.
You know, me and Cher actually have loads in common.
Yeah,
we both lashed 20-year-olds out of it.
I was going to start with the nose.
Oh,
but we can move past that. The wigs,
the age.
I was going to say the iconicness. You.
It's sweet. Come here to me. I'm actually getting you a present. It's the same present as last time.
Oh, thank you. And you never guess what?
I want
got you one as well.
Oh my God, you got me the same thing. How embarrassing. Now, how many calories is in this something?
The tits.
Oh my God. How could you just throw the wrapper on the floor like that? You just ready. Oh my God. It's going all over the place. It's all stuck to me in a nice way. Oh, sorry, I'm making the place. Mine's all in Chinese.
You gonna go? I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first.
You're serious about financial matters? Yeah, when it comes to me, just see fucking nowadays.
And mine says your school is proud of you. They fucking want to be.
And we'll have more than 11.
Yeah, I know I said it before, but I'll never forget when we got one that says, "Help, I'm being held prisoner in a fortune cookie factory." Like, that's mind blowing to me.
Sorry.
That's a core memory as a child.
There's a fucking hair or something that I have to spit out. I'm like,
yeah, work away. Hi, I'll continue.
I was like, there was something weird in that.
My name is teen pop sensation Ariana Grindr. Oh, right. Thank you. Welcome back. Hey. Right, come here to me. I'm bollocks. I've been flat out gigging and all that messing. I've been doing loads of auditions lately, which I'm very happy about, because obviously I did my screen acting course at Bow Street, and obviously I did my acting course in drama school years ago in London. In DAB. But I did my acting course there a little while ago, and now I'm getting lots of auditions, which is really fab. Very Slatina Boots, Pussy House Morales. But I'm so bloody exhausted. I feel like every second day, if I'm not doing drag, it's like taking videos of myself and sending them off to random people.
It's whatever way you make ends meet.
I did
as long as you do, eventually.
I did one, and it was like for an energy drink ad, and it was basically, and I thought.
And was this the character you gave?
No, God, no. I was serving boy. I had a buzz cut out of what's that called? A fade. I had a fade, and my lovely shapely boy eyebrows. But I was thinking, obviously, they didn't tell you what to say or do. They just wanted to be like, oh, talk about like the energy drink. Everyone's going to be like, I love energy drinks. So I did a whole thing where I was just like,
stay there.
I don't even like energy drink.
But this one.
Love pink. Love pink.
Love pink.
No, I was literally just like, I don't even like energy drink.
I loved it to her.
I love we didn't talk about the Michaelisms.
I loved it to her.
You told me you had a dream about me. No, I wasn't a Miss Roots sex dream.
No, it wasn't Miss Roots. Well, you were, because I got reminded of it earlier because you were talking about your auditions. And I had this mad dream that I was walking to a shop and I was late. Would be fucking like me. But I was walking to a shop and I was late. And I had to go in to pick up, and I knew I had to pick up something. Anyway, I got to the shop and the girl handed me a thing, and it was a bouquet of flowers, right? But all the flowers were like black holographic.
Yeah. Oh,
so you were like, but in the dream I was like, they're lovely normal flowers, but when I was awake I was like, very fucking mental. Anyway, and I was like going down, and I got the 150 bus outside the Ashleaf.
Very much.
But then when I got off the bus, I was over in like London. I wasn't over here anymore. I was away.
Oh.
But off the 150.
Great.
In the dream it made sense. And then I was like trying to get in, and I was like, have to bring these in, and the guy was like, here, wait. And I was like, here we fuck. And I got into an argument with this person at the door, and anyway, and then someone else came out and was like, go in. I went into a dressing room to give you your holographic flowers, but you were sitting there in a little bald cap with elf ears on.
Oh, nice.
So
Nosferatu. Cucked by Nosferatu.
No, I think it was more fantasy vibes. But I was visiting you with your flowers from the ash leaf on the 150
Thank you for my flowers.
over to London.
I always wanted opening night flowers. The opening night of my show, someone will come and give me flowers for my dressing room, and no one ever gives me flowers for opening night of anything. I think that's so rude.
I don't think I've ever been given flowers. We're gonna get so many flowers. You guys.
Did you ever see that thing? It's so sad. When they say most men are the first time they get flowers at their funeral.
Devil.
That's so sad. But come here to me.
Straight people are sad.
We did talk about Nosferatu being a Cook movie. We did talk about that.
I think it had started. I don't think we delved.
It's one of the things that we didn't finish. Listen, we'll be like me not to finish, but that's the old business.
Cooks generally don't.
So listen, that's their fuck.
I'm actually sure to do.
I watched the film and listen, your man, who's the husband in it? Not Nosferatu, but
the guy, and actually the guy got Nosferatu. Did you ever see that girl who they're like she groomed him, and she's much older?
No.
And everyone's like, that's the Nosferatu. Oh yeah. Oh no, this is public tea. This is public tea. This is nothing.
As an actress or like in the movie, the character?
No, I'm not sure. She was somebody in the biz, and like she ended up like leaving her husband and all from when he was like 16 when they were they met. But now Aaron Taylor Johnson, and now he's much older. This is not everybody online knows about this, but this is like the tea, and they're still together, and everyone's like, "Jay was the Nosferatu." Oh
my god! No, I was talking about the actor in the new Nosferatu film.
Yeah, he is Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Oh, is that his name?
Well, he's one of them. There's the guy from About a Kid. Do you remember that movie with Hugh Grant?
Yeah.
About a Boy.
That's the one who I think. No, obviously he's not.
He's the like
About a Man
accountant who
Nicholas
goes
Holt.
to see him.
Nicholas Holt.
Is that his name?
I think so, and he's a ride in it. He's so hot. I would have cooked him as well. Next week's episode. No.
And what is the guy who did it and played Nosferatu?
Oh yeah.
What's his name?
Cumbersnatch.
Oh, not Benedict Cumberflop. What's his name? Bill Skarsgård.
Oh, never mind. I lied.
Bill Skarsgård.
Very much.
Yeah.
He is a bit of he's a weird looking man.
There's a whole I was just gonna say there's a whole group of people who are just obsessed with him because he's like the creepy, weird sort of.
And come here to me. There's a place
in my ass, and I know that it is love.
We need to talk about the Michael situation. You
Which
love
one?
all of them. You love. I don't know. I have the
They're my
lore.
favourite
And
men.
we talked about the lore. Like there's so many. Like I love to tour.
I love to tour.
I hate it. And do you know what we're talking about? So basically, there's this video of Michael Jackson. And
I go through hell touring.
They're trying to sell a tour of his, and they're filming the ad basically, and they're asking Michael to talk about how much he loves to tour, and he's just like, I hate it. I hate to tour. And they're like, no, Michael, like we need to make money. Like we need to like say
I don't like it though. No, I don't. I go through hell touring. Okay? But you know the truth. I'll make it positive then. I love to tour. And then everyone starts laughing. He's like, well, I started laughing. I was really getting into it. It wasn't even, it was actually worse than that. It wasn't even to sell a tour. They were doing like the private home movies, and this was talking about a tour that happened like 10 years previous.
Go away.
And they were like, Michael, don't say you hate a tour. That's actually a bummer. He's like, okay, well, you know the truth then.
You know the truth.
I love the tour.
I love Jewish people.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't know what it is.
I saw the video though, and it's so
like
funny.
96-ish. She's walking out with some, and he has like arm full of trophies. And something was said about him. I think there was a story in the press at the time because of one of his songs. He'd be like, oh, that's an anti-Semitic lyric. And he was like, no, like I'm not. I'm literally trying to do the opposite of that. I'm trying to do everybody come together, not separate each other. Anyway, so there was stories going around about him that he was anti-Semitic at the time. And he's walking out of this award show on his trophies. And it's like straight black hair. And he just walks over to this random camera and goes, oh, by the way, I love Jewish people. And just walks away. Unprompted.
It's so wild.
But out of context, it's hilarious.
It is so funny. And I remember we just said it. And we're like, I love Jewish people.
By the way, I love Jewish people. Michael gave us, apart from the iconic music and all that, there's a lot of fucking memes I love. Like, and GIFs and memes and like our cutaways and videos. And it's Michael. And like, actually some very fucking funny stuff.
You know what my favourite one is?
Your favourite Michael one?
Yeah.
No. Go on, what's it?
It's basically Miranda Cosgrove from iCarly. And she's signing autographs. And someone's like, Michael!
And she's like,
I'm still coming out of a sickness, so I can't do it.
Yeah, the Miranda Cosgrove thing had like, but I
Image.
weirdly I get it.
Very much.
Something about the big cheeks and the colouring, I don't know. But I get it.
And I love that one as well. What's the one when they're talking about like all the work you got? Implants in my nose and my cheeks and here.
Come on, that's stupid. That's stupid. That's ignorant. Stupid. Come on.
And it's so sad as well, but like I kind of love.
Also, I think what our little audience needs to hear, because as a queer person who loves Michael, this is something that has occurred to me. I think he was somebody who didn't fit the binary of gender. I think that's very obvious if you look at his transformation throughout his life.
Yeah.
He deliberately feminized his appearance in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he was trans because I don't think that, but I definitely think if he had grown up in the kind of cultural ethos that we're in now, he would be somebody who probably identifies as fluid or non-binary.
Yeah,
100%.
maybe, yeah. Obviously, they were different times. You came up like the Motown scene. Men were men, women were women.
Yeah. And then especially as he was the first really big black artist, so he had all this extra pressure when trying to break through walls. So any type of difference would have been literally not doable.
And wasn't there one as well, him and Princess Diana, and she's like asking him to sing Dirty Diana, and he's like, no.
So Lady Diana said, "You gonna do Dirty Diana? It's my favorite song." I said, "No, I took it out of the show. I have respect for you. You were in the audience.
Oh,
it was too late to put it back in."
Well, listen. Oh, but it's too late to put it back in.
And that's their own
That is their own business. But no, I was making an outfit with Kelsa Breeze. I was up till all hours making an outfit. And I ended up putting on the Michael Jackson, and is it Martin Bashir documentary? Is it the interview?
Bashir, I know you said, yeah, that guy's a rat.
Yeah, that basically.
Michael fans will know that clip.
It was so interesting, and I actually just loved kind of watching it. I know it's really bad, and he took advantage of him, but like just seeing him.
I think if you cut out all of the narration, it's grand.
See, I don't like.
It's the spin that's put on
propaganda,
it.
Like the propaganda. Like I don't need your commentary on it.
Yeah.
I just want to watch it.
I found it strange that such and such.
I don't care.
I found it strange. Yeah, it's like,
Martin,
shut up, Martin.
No one asked.
And then also Martin, when Michael died, came out with a big public apology to say,
why are you as a man speaking and inserting your narrative in this situation where we don't actually care? We just want to see the documentary.
The facts, yeah.
And the facts.
The tea.
The very much. And then it was just like, almost baiting him. It was kind of reminded me of, you know, when you watch the X Factor and then the joke act comes out and they start playing the clown music, and then she's just like,
and they want to bait them questions. Like.
Yeah, and it just feels like they're setting them up to make a show of them, and that's exactly what I felt like. It was just so weird watching it. But other than that, and what do you think of like when you think of like the whole South Park stuff? And like, do you ever see this? Like,
well, I find it very funny. I'm
my wishing tree,
my wishing tree. I find it funny, but I'm also aware that like that all that stuff came out originally when it was the big, you know, organized media attack on Michael Jackson. So
very much.
Of course it's not going to be flattering in any way, but I think a lot of it is funny because me as a fan and as somebody who's looked into all sides of everything around the situation, I'm like, I have my own opinions and all that, and I personally don't think that Michael Jackson was this evil person that a lot of media makes him out to be. Absolutely. Honest to God, I wouldn't be able to reconcile that. So, but I honestly don't.
And I think
from research and looking at shit.
No, obviously, I'm not. I don't know.
But I wasn't there. But
I wasn't there, and I don't know anything.
My opinion.
I'm so bold, and I shouldn't love South Park as much as I do.
South Park is funny though. To be honest, I haven't seen any of the. I haven't seen seasons in a long time. But like South Park is generally.
The new stuff is really good. It's problematic as fuck. And I shouldn't be admitting this on the podcast, but I just think it's so funny. I just love laughing at things I'm not supposed to be laughing at. I feel like I can agree with something, and this is bad, and this is this, and this is that. But at the same time, I'm also ready to laugh at it too. I know what's right. I know what's wrong. I feel like I'm morally very strong. I feel like I have a very strong moral compass when it comes to like what's right, what's wrong, wokeness. Like I always joke, I'm so woke I haven't slept in years. But at the same time, I would love to sit here and piss myself laughing and make jokes about everything that I shouldn't be making jokes of. I just love it. I don't know what it is about me. And South Park does that so funny. Even like the new stuff is so good. They did a whole like Ozempic special. They did like a COVID special. I just love how it just like takes out a mirror and holds it up to like everything going on in America. And it's so funny that like these like far right kind of almost like fascisty Americans will watch them like, ha ha ha, that's so funny. And I'm like, no, they're making fun of you.
They're also like reading
They're
it.
like
Yeah.
they're ridiculing you, like they're reading you for filth, and they don't even know. That's why I think that's the genius of it, and they're almost like towing the line, almost like you're entertaining the right, you're entertaining the left, but like
Because it's mocking everybody equally,
it's mocking everyone, but at the same time, even when they are mocking the people on the right, it's that
Yeah. Oh, I would say that South Park is definitely still left leaning, but they slag on both
very
sides.
much,
Yeah.
no, but like it's very like it feels very left leaning, but like it's holding up a big mirror. Like the right don't even realize they're the butt of the joke. It's wild. But I just think it's a guilty pleasure.
I think the last South Park episode I saw was the Panderverse one.
Yeah.
Where it was like they were all cast by different races, different genders, different orientations.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think that was the last one I watched. But I think it was 40 minutes long. I think I turned it off halfway through. I was like, get to the joke. Where are the jokes?
Where are the jokes?
I don't want to see any fucking H&M.
Very much. No, but they're in a lot of trouble at the moment because they had like some sort of like deal with, say, like Paramount Plus, being like, oh, we're going to do this amount of series or XYZ. Oh no, I think or it was like MTV, they were to bring out like 6 new seasons or whatever it is. I'm just like guessing. And they're like, yeah, grand. And then they had another deal then with Paramount Plus or whoever it was to be like, oh, we're going to do all these movies. You're going to get like 6 movies out of us. Like the specials, like the Pandaverse and the Golden specials and the Ozempic specials and stuff. But apparently they put so much time into these 1-hour movies or whatever. The seasons went from like 10 episode seasons to like 8 episodes to 6 episodes to like Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
The lights are barely switched on and flickering. No season. And they spent millions upon millions on them. So I think there's
oh my God, you killed South Park.
Very much. So I feel like they stretch themselves really thin and there's going to be a big like court case about all that messing. Allegedly.
They feel like butter scraped over too much bread.
Butters.
Can I ask you? Oh, I'm not going to ask you. Can I tell you?
But it's a podcast. I would hope you could ask me anything.
That I used to love.
It's a podcast, Neville. I hope you'll say more than yes. Sorry, I have to bring it up every episode. It made me laugh.
I used to love Family Guy, but is Family Guy gone flop too now? I feel like I haven't seen new seasons.
I haven't seen it in a very long time, but I find it very funny.
Used to love it, yeah. And the Stewie and Brian episodes, hilarious. With the like going through the universe or time machine.
Yeah,
I love any of them.
I love the Christmas one. Do you ever see the Christmas one where Stewie and Brian go to the North Pole? And
it's like special. It's like Shane.
Yeah. And the elves are like, cute.
And they kind of mutated and all, like
because they all rode each other and stuff. They're inbred.
The royal family.
They're inbred and butter. Oh my God! It would be like, come here to me. I need to ask you about Judy Garland.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Listen, it's way up high.
Skies are blue. Then what you ask me?
Judy Garland. So I seen this thing online about Judy Garland, and someone said her old makeup artist said she used to wear nose discs. Do you know anything about nose discs?
Yeah, well, they were little rubber plastic inserts that you'd put inside your nose to change the shape of your nostrils.
But like how?
Because it's cartilage, it's soft.
But would they go into the front?
Yeah, no, they. So they're like little shapes that you put inside your nose, and because the shape is springier than the cartilage, it'll change the shape of your nose.
But I was thinking, does it go through your nose? Like
no, it's like putting in, like, you know, if you were going swimming, you put one of them nose plugs. It's like putting that in.
So would you have to put 2 in, one in each nostril?
Yeah, because you couldn't have a connection.
Gotcha. I was wondering because I found it really interesting. Obviously, things come back.
But that's all Hollywood, and there's another thing that's very similar to that.
Going to come back.
I don't think.
But at the same time, baggy boxers were ugly then, and they're ugly now, but they're back in fashion.
They used to do this thing. I think Ava Gardner and what is the singer who sings kind of in Yerman, woman? I'm singing in Yerman. Very famous.
Very much.
Do you know who I'm talking about? Okay, but anyway, they used to get all the women of old Hollywood, like, and especially in the before they were talkies, when they were sound, they used to get all the back of they used to get all their molars taken out. They'd have every back tooth pulled out because on camera your cheeks would cave. So it was like what's that you call fat removal? But they would take out all their back teeth. So a lot of the old movie actors would end up being like toothless.
Buccal fat removal. What about the Colleen fat removal?
Yeah, it's called the content that you tune in for.
Do you know what I mean? Thank you.
Yeah, no, I can't remember your one's name.
Nosferatu. Cucked by Nosferatu.
The sequel.
But yeah, apparently she was wearing nose discs and like little tooth like flippers as well.
Yeah, but they used to do licorice all sorts of them. God
Well,
love
listen,
them.
that's the real
She had a
business.
very hard life.
Oh, she did.
Anytime I talk about Judy Garland, I play a song, I'll just be in the house and I'm just putting a bit of Judy, and like either me ma or me nanny or someone will come to me like, terrible hard life, the old Judy. I'm like, yeah, I know, but like, let's enjoy.
Every single time. It's like
Every single time.
what's that Christmas song and they have to tell you she got decapitated playing skiing or something. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, she got killed by a spear. Now, that's your one. You scumbag, you mugger. You cheap, lousy.
Redacted.
That's your
I
the
can say it.
pogs and
Listen, some of my best friends are gay. I can say it. That
Yeah.
F slur.
remember all the straight males who had too much time on their hands and not enough and their were like giving it about
I want to say faggot.
it's not Christmas if I can't say faggot.
Like it's so, but they're gonna say they've always said it. I've been called a faggot since before I knew what it was.
Yeah, but it was being like deliberately socially unallowed because the radio wouldn't do it. So you couldn't get away. I didn't mean I was singing the song. That was taken away from them and they weren't happy about it. But people put up a stink about that.
They did, and that's what I didn't like.
Yeah, and
They
Shane
don't-
McGowan and the Pogues now were live at the time. And they came out and were like, we're glad we have the alternate take that they use on the radio now. We wouldn't want to be doing that in this day and age. Like there was a tweet by the Pogues about at the time when Keith McGowan or Shane McGowan was alive.
Lord bless him.
God bless his cotton socks. He actually put out a tweet at the time saying like, I'm glad they have it. But still, there was a lot of real pissed off people that wanted to shout faggot on
Well,
Christmas
like,
Eve.
why do they care? Like, and I
Get
know
over it,
people are
man.
like, people are so woke these days. Like, it is problematic, and it's
And language goes out of fashion because of them reasons.
yeah, very much. And I don't know. Like, I just don't think I have to ask yourself: is it so important that it's okay if it hurts other people? Do you know what I mean?
Or makes people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Like, is it so important to you? Like, the fact that you needing to say that so much. Do you need to say it so much?
Well, I'll tell you
Why?
my experience as a queer Irish person, right? Because that's an Irish song there. It's a famous Irish artist. And that's kind of, to me at least, anyway, that word is in this culture a lot too much than it should. But even growing up, before it came out and after it came out, I loved that song. I liked that song. And then every Christmas, the sentence before that would come up, I would feel like I wanted my skin to fall off because you'd be sitting in the room with your family. Christmas is a very family time. And that song, and everyone loves it. And then it gets to this part, and that word would be said, and I would, like, it just felt so horrible to be sitting there as an Irish person who loved the piece of music and just like all the time having to listen to that with your ma or your nanny or your brother sitting beside you.
It's awkward.
It's not even, it is awkward, but it's also like, it's very unfair. Like, it's not a nice thing to have to do
At Christmas.
and
or anytime.
yeah,
But
anytime.
especially
But
at
like,
Christmas.
there's not a straight equivalent. Do you know what I mean?
There isn't.
Like, so straight people who go, that's the song. I'm like, yeah, but you don't understand how that makes people feel when you're an 8-year-old kid or a 16-year-old teenager or a 30-year-old adult sitting beside your family
All
hearing
the
that.
time.
I'm like, that's actually really fucking soul draining and negative, and you shouldn't
Very
have to
much.
deal with it.
And when gay people were like,
And when it came out, sorry, but it was a different time. So whatever, I wasn't around for that.
yeah.
But now I'm like, no, well, I am, and I will have a say about it.
Well, you have to think as well, like when people are gay bashed and like basically beaten to death, usually the last words you hear before these people died of homophobic attacks were faggot.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't know. It doesn't. I was like, you shouldn't need to say that word so much.
It's a slur.
It hurts people, and like I am like God for so long, and I just saw like Jesus, like that. It's not nice, and you really want to say it, like it's just weird. It tells me
You just can't wait for December to roll around so you can scream at the top of your lungs and not get in trouble.
yeah, it's very
over it.
much. It's
Get
so-
over it. Yeah.
It's very telling.
Yeah. Nobody who is well-rounded and, stable-minded would have a problem with that being taken out of the lexicon because it took too long to even get taken out. Like, there's not other songs that we would all sing, with other different slurs, but because it's us, it was all right. No, it wasn't that way. I know it's not all right. So, and I love the song, and I'm glad that there's a separate recorded different lyric for it because it's a great song.
I don't even think I've heard that version. Do you? What is it?
Well, that's the one that they play on the radio now. I can't even remember. They say, "Yeah, dirty little bag of street living cunt." No, I don't remember what they say instead. But it's actually their take from the time. There was a separate take done for it. Obviously, probably thinking it's a bit ropey even at the time.
Yeah.
But there is a separate take, and that's the one they always play on the radio, and it's nicer.
Yeah, fair enough.
It takes that element of fucking ugliness and fucking violence and dread out of it.
Change the tune and the channel ever so slightly. Can I tell you something that
talk about dykes?
Yeah.
When you're sailing, when you're canoeing, when you're swimming in a canal.
I was like,
does it ever bother you when you have to traverse a dyke?
Very much.
Sometimes dykes can get in your way.
I traversed many a dyke in my time, but that's my own business. Come here to me. There's a new pandemic, and it makes me fucking sick to my stomach. As a dog lover, I don't know if you've seen this. We love and worship dogs. There's this weird thing on Instagram. Now, not everything has to be content. Excuse me. I don't know who has to hear this. That's a lie. I know exactly who needs to hear this. Not everything has to be content. Not everything has to be monetized. Not everything has to be content. Have something for yourself. Have some self-respect and self-esteem. Not everything has to be monetized, right? There's this new pandemic of people on Instagram joking about putting their dogs on OnlyFans.
Okay.
It's vile. Now, obviously, they're
for
joking.
What purpose?
Sexual purposes.
Like for other dogs?
For them. For people to watch. So they'll get a video.
But we're the problem. Us sitting here in our wigs.
We're the problem.
We're the fucking problem.
And there's these people, and I was so upset. So it was a video of a dog, and it's like walking in slow motion, and then the music they play over is like, bow, 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 baby. And it's just like, I'm going to start an OnlyPause account and all this. And I'm like, yous are fucking weirdos. Like, check their hard drives. And I go to the comments being like, oh, I can't wait to see this person get bullied. No, hundreds of thousands of bloody comments supporting me. Like, oh, this is so funny. I'd subscribe. Oh, I have a lovely doggy that you like. Oh, this is so cute. This is so hot. And I'm like, yous are fucking weirdos. But like I said, we're the problem. OnlyPause account. Like, don't be so fucking weird. Those should be taken off then.
That's the only thing that should be taken.
I
just wanted to give a shout out to Mucus. Hi, Mucus.
Hi, Mucus. Oh, I told you about the dog I saved that I shouldn't have saved, did I?
That you shouldn't have saved?
I shouldn't have saved.
No?
So basically, I was out on my walk in the park. I went out hiking. Well, it's not really hiking if it's in Chalam, but I still call it a hike because it sounds good. I was out for hours listening to my music.
We're in Dublin Mountains, Mary.
And the fucking rest. And but I love writing. Like, write lots of songs and jokes while I'm out doing my hiking. It's brilliant. So I just do my voice notes or type on my notes.
You need to stop hiking. I'm not joking.
Okay, I gotta hold your hand.
No, but nature is very inspirazione. Yeah.
But like, I enjoy it. And so basically, I saw a dog off the leash, and I was getting really far ahead, and I could hear the owner whistling an outflow behind me.
And he came up, and it was a pup mask and a master.
Basically, they were all fucking no. So basically, I was like, and then the dog I thought I was going to run out onto the main road, so I happened to run ahead, and I was like, "Here, have you ever?" Couldn't find the dog, and I went to the strangers. Have you seen this dog? Oh yeah, there's a dog gone this way. Got the dog, brought it back to the outlet. Barely said thank you. I'm like, oh, grand. Not that I wanted a thanks or anything, but
but still, like,
it's not that I wanted a thanks. But he was so lackadaisy. That's what I didn't like. It was bothering me. It was giving me more anxiety than I usually have. I literally ran after the dog, caught the dog before it got onto the main road and got flattened. He was having a leisurely stroll, little like 2 arthritic fucking legs, walking like Peggy fucking Mitchell, Peggy Sue, 2 peg legs. Barely. No, he didn't. By the way, he was just walking really slow, taking a leisurely Sunday stroll while his dog was about to get splattered on the main road. I go rescue the dog, bring it back, not even looking for a thank you or whatever. You know what he does? Clatters the dog. He clatters the dog. And I'm like, oh, no, don't be doing that. And then another woman who helped catch the dog was like, no, don't be doing that. The guy was very, like, it doesn't matter. And she's like, it's only a baby. He's like, it's not a baby, it's 4. It doesn't matter. You don't clatter a dog. And then I was like, shit, I should have just left it. The dog was trying to escape.
Yeah.
I stopped the dog. It was
You
like
brought
Chicken
the
Run.
dog back to an abusive relationship.
Chicken Run. I brought him back. I don't want to be a pie.
Don't like gravy.
Thank you. And on that note, my name is teen pop sensation Ariana Grindr.
And I'm Mrs. Tweedy. Autumn
Also known as
Moon. And you've been listening to Amazon Prime.
New bonus episodes every Wednesday and new full episodes
Every other day. What's a Friday? Not the other days. Oh, so it's clear enough. Clear enough, Adam. Ice cream slur. Ice cream slur. Don't tell me because I'm not. I'm an ice cream slur.
We did it. That's another one in the bag. And that's a wrap.
Oh, you guys ever eat a petted ass?
Nice, mate. I'm stuck on the cactus.
So, Cucked.